Friends, what happened yesterday left everyone speechless. Can Yaman surprise the press and his fans with an unexpected gesture? He personally called Demet Özdemir's mother, Ayşin Hanım, to wish her a happy birthday. During that call, he not only greeted her, but also admitted his past mistakes and apologized for the pain he had caused. Ayşin's response was emotional, but firm. She thanked him for the gesture, but clearly reminded him how much he had made her daughter suffer. Hours later, Demet confirmed the fact at a public event. With a light smile and direct words, she said, "Yes, he called, but even if he tries, nothing will change." A short phrase, but enough to make it clear she has no intention of going back. Can, on the other hand, chose silence. The press and fans interpreted this silence in opposite ways. For some, it was a sign of sincere regret. For others, just an attempt to clean up his image. From Italy came rumors that his current partner, DJ Sarah Bloom, was annoyed by the situation, allegedly saying that looking back only harms the future. On social media, the controversy exploded. Some applauded the call as a mature gesture, while others saw it only as a trick to generate headlines. Friends close to Demet insisted that she no longer cares what Can does, and that the only thing that matters to her now is protecting her mother and moving forward with her career. The love triangle between Can, Demet, and Sarah is once again on everyone's lips. Every step, every word, fuels new theories and debates. The inevitable question is, was it a genuine act of repentance or just a move to regain prestige? Time will tell whether we are witnessing a new chapter or just a passing gesture. I am always impressed by how Demet Özdemir, despite everything that has been said and written about her in recent years, continues to maintain a dignity that few women in show business manage to preserve. No matter how much noise social media creates or how many times her name appears next to Can Yaman's, she has shown that it is possible to move forward, rebuild one's life, and keep walking without looking back. Many believe Demet stands firm because she understood in time that the past, with its wounds, no longer belongs to her. And I share that view. Her silence, her ability not to fuel controversies, has become her greatest strength. I have read comments from fans who clearly say Demet should never trust Can again, because, as the saying goes, a leopard never changes its spots. And they are right. She suffered deeply in that relationship, and opening the door again to someone who hurt her would be like going back to a chapter already overcome. Others say Demet must stay as far away from him as possible, and I believe that is exactly what she has done. She has built a wall of emotional distance and focused on her life, her career, and the projects that restore her peace. That distance is not coldness, it is maturity. It is also true that many have highlighted how Demet has managed to remain upright amid so much turmoil. Some call her the shining queen who stays strong, while Can ruins his own image with bad decisions. I believe this description reflects perfectly what we see today. A woman who, despite criticism, remains a symbol of elegance and serenity. She doesn't need revenge or attacks, because her best response has been to continue succeeding in her field. That attitude, far from weakening her, makes her greater. Some recall that even Demet's mother once thanked Can when he helped her financially during an illness, a gesture that proves life stories are never completely black or white. But that gratitude does not change the present. Demet chose not to cling to old bonds, and even less to allow comparisons or confrontations with Can's current partner. She doesn't need to enter that dynamic, because she knows self-respect begins with the ability to let go. Personally, I find it inspiring to see how Demet avoids speaking about Can. She does not mention him, neither positively nor negatively. She has simply erased him from her public narrative, and that decision, which some call coldness, I see as emotional intelligence. She understood that her energy must be focused on new opportunities, not on justifying the past or feeding rumors that only serve others to gain followers. That is why, When I read comments saying, "Stop mentioning Demet, she is married, divorced, and continues with her life," I think they perfectly reflect reality. Demet doesn't need to be tied to anyone in order to shine. Of course, not everyone agrees. Some criticize her silence, others believe there are still open wounds. But in my opinion, what is truly admirable is that Demet has not fallen into the temptation to respond with hate. She has shown that it is possible to close a chapter while still keeping one's humanity. Because wishing an ex's mother a happy birthday, as was recently said, should not be seen as betrayal or weakness, but as education. And if even Khan was capable of such a gesture, why not also value Demet's maturity in not turning it into a scandal? For me, Demet today is an example of how a woman can come out stronger from a difficult relationship. Many say her silence speaks louder than 1,000 words, and it is true. The way she conducts herself, without gratuitous attacks, without falling into provocation, has made her respected even by those who once doubted her. Yes, Khan sought to regain credibility, but it is Demet who has shown she always had it intact. She is the consistent one, the one who does not contradict herself, the one who does not need explanations to justify her life. In the end, what is clear is that the real difference between them is that Demet knew how to turn pain into growth. She does not live off controversies or gossip. She lives off her work, her perseverance, and the admiration she inspires in her audience. And that is why, even if some insist on linking their names again, I believe Demet's story is no longer written alongside Khan's. Her path is independent, bright, and every step she takes proves it. In a world where most let themselves be dragged by the noise, she has chosen silence, and that silence, paradoxically, is what makes her strongest.